For everyone to get some shots up, find the touch, find the range, find themselves. We're almost at game time. Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the Houston Rockets here in Toyota Center. Kevin Harlan here alongside Craig Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for him.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Sam Hauser. And it's Queta in at the center. And for the Rockets, Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. Tari Eason is out there with Thompson. And it's KD in at the small forward. And it's the Celtics to start out. RJ, the front end of a back-to-back. As a player, it's got to pose an additional challenge physically to get through these stretches.
Oh, yeah, it's a grind. This is a physical sport we play. In your body, it just has to be ready when you start the season.
Now, here's Thompson. Smith sets the pick for KD. That one drops for him. KD's got the first points up on the board tonight here for Houston. Pritchard finds White. Pass to Queta. Shot clock at 5. Brown inside the line. Thompson with the rebound. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Now, here's Brown. And the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And Şengün throws it down.
Yeah, setting a solid pick and then getting himself open. Şengün playing really well in that part.
Here's Brown. To Hauser. An easy 2 points on the layup.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
.156 left in the first. KD looking around. Thompson outside. To the middle, trying to find Smith. He's got it now.
And Smith is just so impressive, especially when he's working in that screen and roll.
Here's Pritchard. Last game, 26 points. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Brown against KD. 6 on the shot clock. Brown inside. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by KD. Fires at the elbow. Thompson right side. Smith the pass to Şengün. On the wing, Thompson. Off target from outside. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston to the paint. And another shot. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And if they can keep that same physicality, you have to think they'll be in a good position to grab another win here.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Brown wide open. He fires. Sinks the three-pointer.
Once a weakness in Brown's arsenal, now he's a legitimate threat to burn you from deep.
Durant against Brown. KD on the wing. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Houston on top, leading by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Toyota Center. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
We've got Shepard, Jayshawn Tate out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Okogie in at the shooting guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Here's Tillman. Pass to Simons. To the inside. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut back down to 3 points with the bucket from Tillman.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Shepard, the pass to Finney-Smith. Okogie inside the three-point line. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Okogie's got the lead back up to 5 now for Houston. And so it's Boston with it. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. They'll start a 3-game homestand with that game. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Durant's checked in for the Rockets. Thompson comes in for Josh Okogie. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. And so it's Boston with it, trailing by 5. And White kicks to Brown. Pass to Simons. From outside, off the mark. And the Rockets with possession here. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. And Richard, you were telling me before the game, you're a big fan of Amen Thompson.
Oh, man, he is an elite defender who can guard multiple positions. One of the top athletes in the league, and he's just such an instinctive playmaker.
Here's Brown, following the score by Houston. Inside, Kada. Oh, he just jams it right over Şengün. Wow!
Love to see Brown facilitate out of a pick and roll, and I'm sure his coach feels the same way.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Şengün. Some nice passing there by Houston. No good from Finney-Smith. Celtics trail by 5. Simons surveying the D. Thompson against White. 4 on the clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Kada. The Rockets pull it in. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with one.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Over in the corner, White. Three-pointer, Simon. Thompson with the rebound.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it. The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Outside, White. There's Brown with the 3. It's rebounded by Amen Thompson. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Shepherd. Drills it from outside. And now a 12-point Rocket lead.
This is what had scouts eyeing Shepherd early on, his ability to shoot with range.
And Kada gets it to go. Kada's got 4 points this quarter.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
And Durant puts up a deep 3. And so it's Houston going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West. So what do if you're one of those teams down there on the bottom bunk?
First of all, Ernie, you never want to be on the bottom bunk. You know why? Because the guy climbs down and he steps on your arm and he's going. You've never been to summer camp, have you?
Yeah, as long as the bed made out of solid steel, you're all good down there.
No thanks. I'm sorry. I'll pass.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Houston Rockets.
Something my partner will appreciate. These guys are living in the paint, and it's going to be hard to move them out of there, Shaq.
Yeah, that's what we call renters' rights. They are holding that lease, baby.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We've seen Kevin Durant really have a great game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
RJ, one defensive stat that teams are tracking these days, deflections. Why do you think that's so important to him?
Well, it's a measure of your activity and disruption. Even if you don't get the steal, messing up the flow of a team's offense can be so impactful.
On the court for the Celtics, Pritchard and White are they're gone. Sam Hauser is out there with Brown. And it's Kada in at the 5, roaming the paint. Shot by Eason, no good. And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 10-point game. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Amin Thompson, one of the most spectacular athletes in basketball. Coach Ime Udoka said he's so fast and explosive that he has the versatility to attack any matchup. Put a big body on him, he still has his advantages. We can put him anywhere in actions, and he can get downhill. Back to you.
What an athlete. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. So it's the Celtics now. The Rockets making the shot. Pass to Pritchard. And here's White. A floater, and the shot goes in.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Rockets leading by 10. The Celtics have been a title contender for years now. So, RJ, what do you attribute that to?
Well, their talent level has been off the charts. But something else you can point to is their defense. The Celtics have been an elite defensive team for over a decade.
And the clock, the three from KD. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Şengün with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Şengün kicks to Smith. Şengün with a screen on Pritchard. Thompson passes to Smith, and it's Smith finishing it off.
And add that one to the highlight reel. Wow. Jabari Smith.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Celtics trail by 12. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. He's checked in for the Celtics. And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. In fourth, the Celtics.
The energy that they're playing with on D has been tremendous the past month, challenging every shot, making things hard on every opponent.
And Keita gets it to go.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
.141 left in the third quarter of the game. When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't. And most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
Celtics trail by 12. Here's Pritchard. Scoreless thus far. Here's White. Simons, the pass to Pritchard. Back to Simons. Over Thompson. And it's Simons missing.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Thompson up top. Hauser defending. Outside, Simons. For three. Out to White. Takes the three. Sinks the triple. White's got it back down to within single digits for the Celtics.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Rockets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Back to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Simons against Eason. "12 seconds left to play in the third. Shot clock at 6. Simons from outside. Here's Cada. Smith with the defensive effort. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Rockets lead by 11. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Simons has got the ball here for Boston. They trail by 11. Alperen Sengun out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Jayshawn Tate. Then there's Shepard. And it's Okogie in at the shooting guard position. It's the 5 for Houston right now. And that one drops for him. Sengun's got the lead up to 13 now for the Rockets.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Brown finds Simons.
Hey, yo, right here.
Tate with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And Boucher sends it back. Steps back. Now Brown. Simons. Off target from outside.
And this is the type of game you just throw away as a player. He has yet to score a point and looks completely flustered.
There's Okogie, covered by Simons. Sengun with the screen for Shepard. And get the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now Boucher. And Simons. Fires the 3. It's good.
And you got to get out on that if you're the defense. Simons, too big a threat from deep.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Catching up on the changes for Houston. Smith checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Kevin Durant comes in for Tate. Tari Eason's checked in for Josh Okogie. And it's Thompson in for Shepard. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out." Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Durant after Jaylen Brown's miss. Beyond the arc. No good there. And so White will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. A 12-point game. And stolen by Sengun.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Houston.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And so checking out their record tonight, it'll mark win number 32 overall.
A 2-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Amen Thompson.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Sengun with a screen on Brown. Knocks down the 3.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
So let's go courtside, where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game. Allie.
Kevin, this was a huge statement win for this team. How satisfying is it for you?
It was fun. It was fun. We came out and played hard. Guys played together, and this is all that I expected, man. I'm glad that, we was able to get the win tonight. We're looking forward to the next game.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Guys?
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Kevin Durant.